Hi, I'm just going to type in hello real quick for everybody who's here. Thank you for joining me. I'm going to be reading Hatching a Hardcore Subversive. This is some expository writing which I did for college. It was 1990 and I was age 14 that year. These are the facts behind a multifaceted tale. We take you now in the land of entrapment, home of Area 51, way before X-Files. A place where no one is Mexican, they are Spanish. And no one has hardly ever heard of Star Trek, Deep Shadows, Dark Shadows, or Miami Sound Machine. These are very important things. Transplant 10-year-old honorary Cuban Jamaican girl, and you've got me. A burgeoning goth punk glam beat poet absorbing identity through osmosis. In those soft and fuzzy days, I was as far removed from my background as my parents before me had managed to run from their own. Keep your sense of humor here, folks. It was two flavors of fun there for a long time. Either go for a walk in the desert or search for a mythical rabbit with antlers, the jackalope, or take up smoking, drinking coffee, and lurking in diners like the locals did. It started with the first, then I turned to door number 2. Best thing was school was a snap. They didn't have to teach me too much writing, English, and literature and stuff. I was reading a lot. When a friend told me about some school in the next state that was the start of a new movie, The Hatching of a Hardcore Subversive was its title, and it had a really messed up beat. It screwed up my faith in any system and pounded into me why identity is not for sale at any price. It was all cold marble in attitude, this formal, suffocating Ivy League boot camp. As far as I could tell, they were building students up just so they could look down and crush others without wincing. The natural setting was sleek and crisply beautiful, all the while defying the ghosts that haunted those stale cells of regurgitated thought. Inherent propaganda reached, produce, run, achieve, be the past, live in luxury. Echoing through every synapse of my brain at every second of the day. Sharply, my cerebrum countered, I have never lived enough. Hedonism, excess, passion. Let us all savor every second of this thing called life, I cried. Every single moment of existence, the freshmen were told what to do. Our dorm parents were lame, a fitness nut. Creative writing, folks, creative writing. With a constant dog companion trying to get me to go for a 4:30 a.m. run in the dead of winter. The very conservative couple whose children were not allowed media of any kind, unless religious. And there was this musician who was always away on tour all the time. We were all on the edge of town, so going out was tough. Mostly, I hung out with 4 girls from Japan who liked me because I was weird and introduced me to the joys of eating dried cuttlefish for a snack. They were older than me, but they were not like the other American girls there. For instance, the older girls had cars and phones and furniture and rented out hotel suites for weekend retreats. They were practically in college already. In this atmosphere of tension, everybody smoked. Cigarettes, people. However, the more established girls were trying to their best to get me caught at it. I wished at the time that I had just been born 5 years earlier when it was allowed at that place. There weren't enough boyfriends in the world to phone me and help me de-stress from the tension. I broke out, got to town, hung out, and a pickup truck drove by and shot me in the back with a red paintball bullet. I thought I'd really been shot. I went to a house party that night after the rally, but then I had to get back to my dorm before curfew. They made me clean stuff for punishment, and really it was all downhill from there. Everything I liked, they put down: my art, pastimes, music, books, clothes. Apparently, they liked my videotapes, though, because somebody stole those. I cracked and cranked up Pink Floyd's The Wall full blast, tore apart my half of the room. At least it was my half, as everyone stood in the doorway and watched on, muttering. I didn't care anymore. I wanted control over something. I had to get out, and I had to accept that they were going to hate me, and there was nothing I could ever do about it. They just wanted to piss me off. In the end, I got caught smoking by the dean's daughter. The board voted to kick me out, save one person, my friend and mentor, recently back from the Peace Corps. On the other hand, the boy who smoked on the roof of his dorm and hung out too much with his girlfriend had to attend some group meetings, but I was expelled. That was my shot at the future of my own. It was my shot at being a money first, people later kind of person. I was angry with myself at my weaknesses, and I was happy to leave for California soon after, where I met people who liked me for the same reasons that these people apparently didn't. I couldn't see it then, but my happiest memory of that time, when I was most content, was not really in those marbled halls. It was one of them was being awakened at dawn by a friendly mariachi band playing as they all sat around me in the back of the Greyhound bus. We had just reached the border of Raton, and we were all going home together. We sang together, and they accepted me as friendly without a doubt. As long as someone accepts you, you're doing all right. You get one shot to really go for it, as I see it. Maybe that last one was like my practice run. As I see it, if you're always watching others watching you and wondering yourself to death about whether you're an okay person with them, you're not really going to be able to pay attention just being you and being with them. And that's part of the magic. That's where the memories happen. All right. Thank you for your positivity. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate it. Great to see you all. And much love. And I'll be back again with another reading. Take care. And yum yum, dried cuttlefish, my favorite.